Hey everyone, my name is Sean and welcome to the breakdown and analysis of the new Master Duel teaser trailer put out today by Konami for Gamescom. Not a whole lot was shown in this trailer and I'm not going to show it to you here because of copyright issues, but I'm just going to go through the most important parts of the trailer so far. The first thing that we got to see that was new is the new matchup screen where you get to see your opponent and you get to see their character's pet. So this person has Pot of Greed as their pet, and the person on the right, their challenger, has Rescue Rabbit. I think these pets are going to be a very important part of the game, probably a cosmetic feature, something that we're going to be paying for or trying to unlock more and more of. They do animate really well, they do kind of bounce around quite nicely, but also I noticed on this screen here, if I just go back a little bit, are the two icons on the top left and the top right. I believe this could be your rank, so it looks like we have a ranking system where you have a color attributed to you, and then that color is broken down into different tiers. I'm assuming this is so like gold rank 3, and then you work your way up to gold rank 2, gold rank 1, and then maybe it's the diamond, platinum, or so on and so forth. That isn't confirmed, but that is what I'm speculating at the moment. I can't think of what else that could be. So moving on, a lot that we saw in this trailer is stuff we've seen before, but what was new was seeing the summon of an old friend here, Mr. Blue Eyes White Dragon. I like these animations. They're not 100% new, but I do like the way they move. As well as Blue Eyes White Dragon, if we move on a little bit, we also get to see the summon of Dark Magician. Well, I was playing Legacy of the Duelist just a couple of hours ago, and what I'm really hoping is that this animation doesn't come every single time they're summoned, but I do like how it is a lot faster than the animations in Legacy of the Duelist. It is just a character popping out, and it isn't necessarily taking as long as it was with the cutscenes, which is going to be more better for competitive play because you really can't afford to waste that kind of time when you're in a tournament. Of course, then we end with the big animation here of Exodia, the Forbidden One, and he is looking mean as he does. I don't mind Exodia being a long animation because it's the win condition. After it, the game is done, so there really isn't too much to go through here. But a couple of other things I want to point out here are, in my last breakdown video, we talked about deck sleeves. So we've seen this deck sleeve before, this silver kind of holographic one, but what was new is you can get Chaos Max as your deck sleeve, and that's really cool. I think a bunch of people are going to want that. But moving on, we can also get, if I go into, we've seen that purple one before, you can get Trishula. Trishula is also going to be an optional deck sleeve. So that is probably going to be another cosmetic item people are going to be paying for in order to decorate their field. So lots and lots of cosmetic items. Now, a lot of people seem, or a lot of the videos I'm seeing already uploaded to YouTube, seem to be a bit upset over this here. So, we had a statement here, unlock over 10,000 cards. That we already knew. That's basically how many cards are in the game. It's just saying that every card that's in the main game is going to be in this game too. That's kind of what we came in. Legacy of the Duelist had over 10,000 cards. Yeah, that's about fine there. But a lot of people seem to be upset by what it says underneath here, and that is, if I go back just to show me about the timeline, some cards may require event participation or in-game purchases. I don't know why people are too surprised by that. This game is going to be free to play, according to this Famitsu article here, translated. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel will be free to download, but will have an item charge system. And so I'm assuming they're following suit on their successful Duel Links. Now, it does leave me a little bit concerned about the way they might implement this monetization model for this game. One thing that worked for Duel Links was that the card pool was very limited to begin with, and they've gone through the series step by step, starting with the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. So, because all the cards went in the game at once, there wasn't this rush to kind of get every card ASAP. Everything was being released like in periods and gradually, so it didn't feel so bad when you're spending your money. Not speaking from personal experience here, I haven't actually really played Duel Links that much, but I did play it a bit in the beginning and then I kind of dropped off on it. So if it's kind of staggered in a way, and it's at a decent rate, that's not too bad. But if we're talking about from day one, you have to kind of spend to unlock all the cards, that depends on how much we're spending and what the alternatives are if we don't want to spend, how much time it will take to unlock those cards. Now, what I am concerned about, and one thing that I really hated about Link Evolution, legacy of the Duelists as well, the original game, was that with these 10,000 cards in the game, even though you paid like £30 or $30 to buy the game, they only gave you 150 cards to begin with, and then you had to spend hours and hours unlocking more cards. I think when I came to Link Evolution, it took me literally 2 months to unlock every card in the game before I could start making deck profiles for this game, and that really sucked. It was so unenjoyable to spend that amount of time unlocking cards. I've always had this fault with Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think Konami doesn't understand it. You playing Yu-Gi-Oh is like going for an MMO. You don't get the real challenge or see the real version of the game until you get the max. So in this version of the game, the metaphor will go to until you unlock all the cards, and you have the ability just to choose what you want and build what you want. You're not spending hours saying, okay, I want to try Harpies, that's going to take me 3 hours to farm. Now I want to try Amazons, that's going to take me another 3 hours to farm. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So it really depends on the model. I don't want to jump to conclusion. I do have high hopes for this game, and I do really want to see it do well, but if the monetization model sucks, then it's going to turn a lot of people off. What I am also disappointed by the monetization model is, I've been playing this game for a long time, and the one thing Konami has failed to do is challenge the PC market. They have tried to release games for Yu-Gi-Oh on the PC before, but none of them have been successful, and that is because you have free simulators like Dueling Book, YVD, and also Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, Ida Pro, also out there. And although they're not officially supported, they exist for a purpose. They exist to allow us to test our strategies, come up with ideas, and then go up and out in the real world and buy what we want so we can still support the game. It isn't just like a free alternative. And that's what I was kind of hoping for this game, that it would be like, hey, get into the game, don't spend too much risk, and then if you want to play it for real, you can play tournaments using the digital version or play tournaments using the real version. That's kind of where I was hoping for this, but it might not be the case. But I'm not too surprised by this because the game is free to play. Other than that, that is really all there is to describe from this video. It was a very short video, not really worth the wait. There might be something tomorrow else from Konami. Konami's going to be talking about their other game at this event called eFootball. That's supposed to be done tomorrow, so maybe they'll be doing a bit more about Master Duel as well. I'm going to stay tuned and find out if there is, but at the moment I think this could be it for the event, and we're not going to be looking at until get some new news until something like TGS or maybe just later on down the line. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the analysis or the breakdown? What do you think about maybe the monetization model that we might get to? Are you optimistic for this game? Are you a bit worried about this game? How do you feel? Let me know down in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you soon. Take care.